today we are going to make this really cute card. I love this card, I love the colors, and I love the butterfly on it. So let's get started. So the first thing you're going to need, this is a piece of 3x3 of the Everyday Enchantment paper. Of course you can use any decorative paper you want. You're going to need the Simply Scored and the diagonal scoring plate. So you're going to place your 3x3 square right here in the corner, and then you're just going to score on the every half inch mark. Okay, so let's see, that's 2. And as you can see over here, it's a little bit harder to, because I'm not right over the top of it, it's a little bit harder for me to see where I'm scoring, because I'm going at the diagonal. Okay, so now I have my piece scored, and I'm just going to fold back and forth. Okay, so I have my piece like this, and then I'm opening it back up, and I'm going to cut right down the middle. Okay, and you could use your trimmer if you wanted to. It's just easier to me to just cut it real quick. Okay, so now we've got these two pieces. So I'm going to set my scoreboard aside. And so this is how we make the butterfly. First, you're going to need your paper piercer, and you're going to gather your accordion up like so, and you're going to, let's see, let me zoom in here. You're going to pierce from here all the way through to the other side, okay? So it's a little hard to do. Try not to poke yourself, because there's lots of layers of paper there. See, it's coming through. Okay, and then I take my other piece and do the same thing, but I line it up with this side like so, and I'm going to pierce through the back of the one I've already pierced. Ouch. And this is just so that I can make sure that they're going to line up correctly. And then I just make a spot on the other one. So it made a little spot there. So now I know where to pierce so that they'll line up correctly. And I'm just going to pierce through. Like so. Okay. So now they've both been pierced. So now I'm going to use the mini brads, silver mini brads. You get 200 of these in a pack. And they have a nice long stem on them. The prongs are really long. So you're just going to line these up facing each other. Okay? So that you have wings going in the opposite direction. And then you're just going to put your brad through to hold them together. There we go. And then put your brad in place by opening it up like so. Okay? So now you have your smushed pieces together. So then you just have to start pulling on them and kind of flattening the ends of the paper back out. And the tips, I kind of go like this to curl them up. Okay, so there's one side. And there you have a little butterfly. Okay, and you can, if you kind of flatten back into these, it helps make your wings wider. If that makes sense. What I just said makes sense. Okay, so there's that. So now I have, this is how I store my buttons. This says Subtles on it. You can't really see it very well because I wrote it with a really light color. But all my buttons are stored this way. I have one for neutrals, one for brights, and one for regals. And all it is a $1 Walmart jar. It was a candle, and I burned the candle out, and then I put the candle in the oven to melt the wax away, and then I put it in the dishwasher to clean it out, the bottle out, and then I store my buttons in it. Okay, so I'm going to use a yellow button. I like the flower. Okay, sorry. And then just use a glue dot to put your flower on. And there's your butterfly. So now I'm going to set my butterfly aside here so I can do the card. You need a piece of Very Vanilla cut at 5.5 by 8.5, and then you're just going to fold it in half to make a standard A2 size card, which is 4.25 by 5.5. Then I have a piece of So Saffron, and it is cut at 4 and 5.25. I'll place it down. And then I have a piece of coral, Calypso coral here, and my ribbon punch. So I'm just going to line it up. And punch again. And line it up. Punch again. Okay. Get rid of all this. And I don't need this whole strip, so I'm just going to use my paper trimmer and trim it off at 4 inches because I know that that is how long I need it to fit this way. And then I'm just using my 2-way glue pin to put it down. Okay. And then I'm going to put my butterfly here, but before I adhere my butterfly, I'm going to do my stamping. So I'm going to use Calypso Coral ink, and I'm going to stamp, on my other butterfly card I put Imagine the Possibilities, but I find that that sentiment is sometimes hard for me to use to give away because it's kind of specific. So I'm going to use the Perfectly Pinned Thank You, because everybody can give thank you cards all day, so I have so many people that touch my life. So I'm just going to want to stamp it right here. So I'm going to move the butterfly and stamped, and I'm going to put my butterfly down. So the blog candy for today, starting out my week of my favorite things, is going to be the plate, the diagonal score plate. So enter to win by leaving a comment on either my blog, Two Chicks and a Cricut blog, and both of our YouTube channels. And the more comments you leave, the more chances you have, not the more comments. If you leave a comment on each place, you have 4 chances to win. So I hope everybody enters. Good luck. Bye-bye.